Next, we're going to read the very first Easter, the Berenstain Bears. I loved the Berenstain Bears growing up. The bear cubs love Bible stories, and Papa Bear loves reading them to his cubs. Time to settle down for the night, cubs. It's Easter Sunday tomorrow, said Papa. Are you going to read us a bedtime story before we go to bed, Papa? Asked Sister. Honey claps. Please, Papa, she says. Of course I will read to you. Do you have a story picked out, brother? Brother thinks a moment. How about another story from our storybook Bible? Is there one about the very first Easter? Papa opens the storybook Bible and smiles. Yes, there is. Let's begin. Long ago, Jesus lived in the Holy Land teaching about God and what God wants for his people. One day, Jesus and his disciples went to the holy city of Jerusalem. The people of Jerusalem greeted him with joy. They shouted, Hosanna, which means save us. They believed Jesus was the new king of Israel. The leaders in Jerusalem grew worried. They did not like it when the people called Jesus a king. There already was a ruler of the land. They thought Jesus was causing a lot of trouble. They did not understand that the kingdom of Jesus was really the kingdom of heaven. It was the feast of Passover while Jesus was in Jerusalem. That is a holiday when Jewish people remember when Moses led God's people out of Egypt. Jesus and his followers had a special Passover supper together, just like everyone else. During the supper, Jesus told his followers how much he loved them. Then he broke a loaf of bread in two. He poured out wine to share with them. This bread and wine is like my body and my blood, he said. Eating and drinking these things will remind you of me. Jesus told them that he would be leaving them soon, but they did not really understand what Jesus was talking about. Later that night, Jesus went to a garden to pray. Some of his disciples were with him, but they soon fell asleep. Judas was one of Jesus's disciples, but he had turned against Jesus. He decided to help the angry city leaders put Jesus in prison. He led some soldiers to the garden to take Jesus away. The disciples were afraid and ran away. The leaders of Jerusalem decided to hand Jesus over to their ruler. He was a Roman named Pilate. Pilate decided to show everyone that Jesus was not really a king. After asking Jesus many questions, Pilate ordered Jesus to be put to death by hanging him on a wooden cross. The day Jesus died was a terrible day. The sky grew dark and great wind arose. Many people were afraid. Some people prayed and others ran away and hid. After Jesus died, some of his friends carried his body away and laid it in a tomb. The tomb was closed with a great stone. Roman soldiers stood guard at the tomb. 3 days after Jesus died, the earth shook. An angel came and rolled the stone away from the entrance of the tomb, then sat on the stone. When the soldiers saw the angel, they fell down in fear and then ran. The angel told 3 women who were visiting Jesus' tomb that Jesus had risen. He had risen indeed. They ran to tell all of Jesus' friends the news, but Jesus himself came to visit them in the room where they were staying. The disciples were amazed Jesus was alive, and they fell down and worshiped him. Peace be with you, Jesus said. Jesus then told them to go and spread the good news about what had happened. And then 40 days later, Jesus rose up to heaven to be with God, his Father. The followers of Jesus rejoiced and praised God. Papa closed the Bible and the cubs are fast asleep. Good night, Papa whispers, and God bless. He then carried Honey off to bed. And that was the very first Easter with the Berenstain Bears.